Welcome to Matt's Garage, and today I'm going to show you how to fix your bent hood prop on your PT Cruiser, because it seems like just about every PT Cruiser out there has a bent hood prop. I just want to show you guys up close what I mean. I'm sure if you clicked on the video you probably have a similar problem, but that little bump there is actually supposed to sit right there. There's actually a little divot for it to sit in. But this one won't go over there because somebody's tried to close the hood with the prop still in place. You can see there's even cracks in the coating. And I've straightened these before, and normally all this coating just flakes off. So basically what we got to do, you can see it's also held all crooked in the rubber grommet there. We have to get it pulled out of there and off the car. So the first thing we're going to have to do is find a secondary means of propping up the hood. I've sourced this, it's basically a shop vac wand, and it's just plastic, so it's nice and light and it won't scrape anything up. So they do make props especially for this, but I don't have one. And then I'm just going to rest it on the battery and put it right up in the hood latch there. You can see how I have that jammed up in the hood latch there. Down there it's just sitting on the battery. You want to be careful with this step because if you don't have it propped properly, that hood could really hurt you if it came down on your head while you're working here on the prop rod. You can see what I mean here with how it won't latch into the clip. It's really crooked to the clip. It's not supposed to curve away from the side of the car here. It should come up tight to it the whole way. Okay, so I'm just going to remove the hood prop from the grommet here. So we just, basically it's a push and pull affair. If you're really having a lot of trouble, you can get a little dish soap around here and it will make it slide out of here a lot easier. So what I'm going to end up doing, a little bit of dish soap on there. Here we go, a little bit of Dawn that I keep around the shop just for this reason. Put it on there just like it was oil. There we go, you can see how much easier that went with the Dawn on there. Now the grommet can pretty much stay in there, although this one looks like it is broken at this point. So I might go looking if I have another one of those, because I know I probably do on the parts car. But you can see how that's all bent up there. We're going to straighten that all out, and I'll show you how to do it with basic tools. Okay guys, so basically we want to return this to its original shape, and there's a few clues to what its original shape was. Not only did I pay attention to how it was sitting in the car versus how it should be sitting in the car. That'll give you some indications of which way you got to bend it, but also you can see the coating's all cracked there. So that's a dead giveaway that that bow there is not natural. So we're going to start there. We're going to get rid of that bow just with a hammer on a block of wood here. I'm trying to use the most basic tools possible here to make sure that anybody watching would have the same tools available. See, I just about got that bow out. You see what I mean? All that's going to flake off before we're done here. So don't even worry about that. We're just going to hit it with some black spray paint when we're all done. Okay, now that bend right there is not supposed to be either. And there's a bit of a twist to it as well. See, this bend is made to be here, and this little curve is made to be here, but it should be in a straight line. Like, this should sit on here pretty much straight there. So we still got a ways to go. I think this end is a little bit stretched over, so I'm just going to try and bend it back. Okay, I think we're ready to do a test fit on the car and just see how it's looking on the car. Okay, so we're just going to kind of set this in here. I'm not going to push it all the way into the grommet because that's just a pain. So you can see that that's not going in the clip straight yet. Maybe we can just twist the end of it here. It's actually looking like that's the problem. Let's just see. Yep, that is the problem actually. I don't know if you guys can see that, but if I hold this up at an angle, everything lines up perfectly down here. So what I have to do is twist this end of it. Okay, so we still got a twist in there, and I've come up with another easy solution to get that twist out of there. We're going to use 2 wrenches as levers. One there, set up like that. So it could be a little tricky to get the wrenches gripping here, but this will work. It's quite a proven method. There, I got a good twist on it there, but it didn't move enough. I know that. Just gonna use my knee to stabilize the center of it. As I said, all this would be easier if you heat the piece up, which I have done in the past, but not everyone has access to a torch. So I'm trying to come up with a few other ideas, and this works really well if you've got to twist it like I do. There, that might do it. We'll give that a try. Okay, you can see here now I've got that sitting in there nicely. I haven't got it seated all the way in here because we got to clean this up. But you can see how nicely it raises up and comes down into the clip, and you can see how it's just a nice equal distance all the way along. That's a little out because it's not seated all the way into the grommet, but once that's pushed in, it'll be nice and equal all the way along. And then when you come up to the hood, you can see that it actually kicks over that way a bit, and that's intentional. It's supposed to. It's supposed to hook in that hole, and that little heel there sits up in here, and there's a little divot for it to sit in. And I just want to show you, like, if you are uncomfortable using a hammer, you can use these wrenches and get a lot of leverage with them, and you can bend it around pretty precisely with those. Especially if you add some heat into the combination, it's a pretty accurate way to straighten one of these up. Okay, so we've got the shape we want now, and now we have all this ugly stuff flaking off of it. So the real quick way to get this off is to run the torch over it, and it will pretty well just melt off. But if you don't have a torch, you can just use your pocket knife or a razor blade or whatever. So I'm just going to demonstrate that. It's pretty quick and easy, even just carving it off with a knife. You basically just have to slice it in some places, and then the rest of it will kind of flake off on its own. Especially in the areas where you got rough with it, it tends to want to flake off. You can see I've got all the yellow coating off there, and you can actually get that yellow coating, that plasticized coating. They sell like a dip that you can use to dip your plier handles and whatever. I have seen it in the hardware store, but for today we're just going to be doing just a gloss black engine enamel, just a spray can there. So we're just going to sand it first to get any little nicks out of it that we left while we were scraping it, and to get any little residual bits of the coating off. So I'm just using 220 grit. That'll work just fine for a bare metal surface to prep it for paint here. Okay, here we go. I'm just wiping off any dust from sanding it. Just with a shop towel here will be good enough for this. And there's the finished result. It's going to look pretty spiffy once I get it all sprayed up here. There we go. Tripods have multiple uses. So as far as the rubber grommet goes, this one's not in very good shape. It's partially broken half here, so I'll be looking to order a new one pretty quick. But for now, I looked around the shop and I don't actually have a spare. I thought I did, but I don't. There you can see that little divot there where the prop's supposed to sit, and you can see the mark right here where it was sitting. So we'll see here when I get it all back installed, it should sit perfectly right in that divot. You can see, guys, I've actually got myself a nice vise here and everything, so I could have put it in the vise and that would have made it way easier. So if you do have a vise, that's my recommended approach, is clamp it in the vise and bend it around. I've also got myself a little anvil here too, so I could have used either of these things to make the job easier, but then it wouldn't be a very helpful video for somebody who doesn't own a vise or an anvil, so that's why I did it the way I did. Here we go. It's kind of barely dry, so I'm going to try and handle it gently and not mess up my fancy paint job. It actually goes in a lot easier than it comes out, as you can see. You just want to make sure that it's seated all the way through the outer part of the grommet, because it kind of locks on the lip there. Okay, so you can see it fits down in there pretty nice. If I'm honest, it's still tweaked out a little bit more than I'd like on the end here, but it does clip in there with minimal effort, so we'll see how it holds up the hood here. Just take our temporary prop rod out here. It fits up really nicely in there now and sits right in that divot like it should. And in here you can see it comes straight through the grommet, so it's not putting uneven pressure on it and busting it apart anymore. So I do hope you found the video helpful. I know a lot of PT Cruisers suffer from this issue, and I hope this video will help you to solve it on your own. Thanks a lot for watching Matt's Garage. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourself a great day.